Hi guys, Sai here, and I've decided to switch over from vanilla Let's Play to Feed the Beast. And there's a few reasons for this, but I'll get into that more later. For now, I just wanted to say I've literally just spawned the world. I've started off, it appears, between a red rock biome and a vanilla jungle. And I've literally just got myself the basic set of tools and this thing, pocket crafting table. The awesome thing about this is if you put it in your inventory, press J. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Used to be able to do it from there, but if you press J while it's in your hotbar, even if it's not selected, you can bring it up without having to right click on it, which is pretty neat. Or you can reconfigure that, of course. But yeah, anyway, I am not going to show you the initial mining and stuff, because that's boring and you've seen it, and although there's all the awesome ores and things, I suppose I could show you a couple, but you'll probably have seen it before. Okay, so not a lot of time has passed. I have not really gathered anything at all, but I have just travelled across this red rock biome, sort of like looking at the awesome new sceneries generated with this version of Minecraft, and I have found my home! Look at it! It's amazing! This huge overhang. I'm building a base in that corner. Also, conveniently, bunch of ores around because it's bare rock. I'm not even sure what the biome is. Is it glacier? No, it's not glacier. Let's see. We're in a alpine biome, which is nice. There's a plains of some sort down here, and a really nice looking village sort of nestled in a valley here. Also, that chunk doesn't appear to want to load properly, but that's alright, we can sort that out. Look at all the pigs in this village! It's insane! They're everywhere! Also loads of villagers, and look what was in the chest! Awesome! Any villagers in here? Yes. Just seal them all in. Whoops, didn't realise it wasn't easy. I found a building here that appears to be a Thorncraft edition. It's neat, it's like a wizard's tower or something. I'm guessing it's Thorncraft because we have knowledge fragments, which are pretty certainly Thorncraft, although I'm not sure how to use them yet. So yeah, cool wizard's tower, and here's our wizard, and he sells us knowledge fragments, which is neat. Also circle stone blocks on a building. Okay, wow, this is incredible. If you look on my minimap at the moment, I don't know, can we... There we go. Press X for that. If you see, there is a sort of halo of light. That is the light from the torches poking around our overhang, so you can see we're pretty much right underneath where we want the base. And there is a spawner here. Not just is there a spawner, it's a skeleton spawner, which is a pretty good start, because bone meal's incredibly useful. And this chest is insane. 3 matrix programmers, a 4th boot disk, steel, and a portal gun. Not to mention sapphires, it's like, what? So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with this, you know? That's insane. Okay, I've been mining a bit, and this portal gun is absolutely epic for mining. The only thing is it's slightly annoying because it gives me the GLaDOS talk all the time, especially when I hurt myself from falling. And speaking of hurting myself from falling, I'm getting a bit annoyed of it, so I believe this is the correct recipe. I'm using the iron I found at the start, minus a little bit that I've used here, and the obsidian I found at the start, plus a couple of other things. So yeah, long fall boots, maybe some of those, and I believe I can't take fall damage now, so if we actually first before trying this new thing out, which I've never used before, I'm going to use something which I have used before to make sure that things don't go too wrong. I'll stick it here. Oh, we can sleep tonight, can't we, anyway? There we go. And let's see. That is awesome. Well, would you look at that? We appear to be pretty much straight beneath where the skeleton spawner is, and there's a zombie spawner here. I wonder if the configs are a bit mixed up for these portal guns, because that's pretty insane. Okay, time to test this out. Yeah, it does pick up as a spawner. Oh no, it goes straight back down as a zombie spawner. Oh, that is useful. I shall have to make a portal at the surface and one here, and then carry it up, I suppose. Here goes nothing. Okay, I've decided to temporarily store them if I can. Yep, down here. Because if I just cover this up, it should mean that nothing can spawn, and also it makes them a bit safer from creeper explosions because there's nothing particularly secure up here. I think I'll just head in and get the skeleton spawner now. Dun 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 dun. Diamonds, first diamonds. How many do we get? 1. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? What? Oh well, I suppose I'll have to use it for an I can't even make an enchantment table. I'm not making a shovel with it, that's for certain. Hey dear. Okay, I've decided the use for the first of the little caves that's back here, and well, this initial one of course is going to be vertical movement up and down. We're going to put a bunch of stuff in here to make it easier to get around the world, and I'm going to have all sorts of little rooms buried into the rock, but this one over here is clearly going to be an enchanting room, so if we go ahead and build an enchanting table. I used the other 3 diamonds to make a pick to gather 2 of these obsidian, because obviously emerald tools don't work for that. And I hope I can still make a turtle with a slightly damaged pick. Anyway, let's make ourselves a new pick and enchant it, because we have a lot of levels. Probably make several tools. Oh, I got some normal emeralds too. I think they're more common in Feed the Beast, it appears. Also, what was the other thing? Yes, all of my villagers are apparently turned into zombies. I really ought to keep better eyes on my villages. Yeah. Okay, first enchantment of the world. Let's see what we can get. Saw 50. Oh, there was a 17 there that I missed. 16, that'll do. Efficiency 2. Nah, I suppose that's alright. And why not do our sword while we're at it? I'm not particularly bothered about what I get at the moment. Anything is better than nothing, and I'm just getting the levels passively by mining. Oh, what the heck, 12. Knockback 1. Not particularly good. Should we stick 7 levels on this boat, or 6? There we go, power 1. Well, that's alright. Nothing amazing. Oh well. I kind of need more books though, and there aren't any cows that I know of any nearby, and also the village only had 1 bookshop. Bookshop? Library? I'm not entirely sure what those buildings even are. Anyway, I suppose back to mining for a while. Oh, I'm getting attacked by the silverfish. God, they're gonna kill me. Oh, you can get stolen presents from silverfish. It's the last thing I should be concerned about at the moment. It was just while I was healing too that they came out. Didn't realise what I was mining. Turtle time. Take 2. Hopefully it works this time. Yes! Mining turtle. So if we put this guy down, and we say... we'll call him Jack. Because he's going to be our lumberjack. Get it? Okay, I have a... program here called lumber, which is for Jack, of course. The loop here is while true do, so it just continues doing this until the game turns off. Plant 1, which is up here, function plant slot, and I'm making heavy use of my own APIs here, sturtle, and I've got sfarm down here, and that just makes things a lot simpler. So if this basically selects slot, which is going to be 1, if and outputs the number of items in that slot. So if there's less than 5 saplings in slot 1, which we're going to rectify at the moment, then it just throws this error which says out of saplings, and then it moves around and places the saplings if it doesn't throw the error. So the first thing it does is that it plants the saplings, and then it's still got a sapling selected because we did say less than 5 and it's only planting 4. So while it's comparing a sapling to a sapling in front and it's true, it just sleeps. It waits for 15 seconds, and so as soon as the tree grows there's no longer a sapling in front of it. So that'll mean that it exits this little while loop here, and then it does sfarm.fell2, which is a function in my sfarm API which chops down 2 wide trees, and we've told it that the tree is to the right of its front, and then beneath it here we have another sturtle function which is smart deposit, which deposits, here we have 2, this tells it the slot to start with, so it starts with slot 2, deposits in the down face, and doesn't keep 1 item, which I suppose I should really, I can change that to true, it doesn't really matter. But basically this smart deposit function goes through and compares slot 2 to all of the other slots in the inventory, so, and then deposits everything except 1 item, since this is set to true, or no items if it's set to false, that match that into the inventory. So it's basically a way of getting rid of everything, so like all of the cobble from the inventory, or in this case all of the logs. And just a moment while I just check something. Okay, let's see if we exit and say hopefully this will work. Okay, that's not working and I know why. So if we hold down Control T, the reason that's not working is because we've not given it any fuel, which is a bit silly. I'm trying to use my controls, not actually meaning to type EW. I'll show you the sturtle.turn function. It turns to side 3 in relation to it. 0 is front, 1, 2, 3, and then up is 4 and down is 5, which, because there's I've got whole things going on with side variables. So yeah, let's go and get this thing some fuel. What can it have? We're not going to need charcoal at the moment, but we've got plenty of coal, and that should last it well longer than the saplings it's got. Oh, that only does it once. Huh. Oh, there we go. You can see it's drawing out fuel, and it's not going to reach that amount. It will run out of it because I've told it to refuel until it gets to 8,000 fuel units, which is well more than a stack of fuel can manage. The 16 is the slot it draws from. Here we go. We should get an error now. Run out of fuel. False. There we go. But that's irrelevant. So now if we exit Lure, you can actually terminate Lure if you want to, and run lumber. I should really write a fuel checking thing into it, but it doesn't really matter for the moment. And now it just waits for that to grow, and it'll chop it down and drop all of the logs down here, which is really nice. So we can leave that running. Okay, now that we don't have any obstructions in the way, let's try again. And this might wait a few seconds before it starts, because it was waiting 15 seconds. 15 might be a bit long. Oh, I don't know. Oh, here we go. There we go. You can see the turtle filling up with wood there. It tells us it's felling the tree. I suppose I should really put more comments into it, like waiting for tree to grow and depositing wood, but it's not really an issue. Let's wait for it to reach the top. I do actually prefer redwood to fir, but it's what's available. The fir's here. It gives you this awful greenish coloured wood that I don't really like fir, but beggars cannot be choosers, and I am really running out of wood. Now, the reason why it's destroyed those leaves at the top rather than just stopping at the fir, if you saw, I don't know if you did see. Actually, I think we can middle mouse click to zoom in here. Can we? Oh no, it's with the portal gun in hand. There. The reason why it destroyed the leaves at the top is because you can't effectively do a compare function with these logs, because it only works in one orientation of the log due to metadata. So given that we don't want to be forcing ourselves to set up in a specific orientation every single time, it doesn't bother. Here we go, it gets to the bottom, comes back, and oh, if we get rid of the portal gun, we should see, yep, the wood's in the chest. Ah, yet another reason why the portal gun is just epic. Safe obsidian mining. You're welcome.
Hi guys, again, and it's another day. I'm sorry if I sounded a little bit tired in some of the last clips. I was falling asleep, in fact, which was a really bad idea to video at the time, but no worries. I am fully refreshed now. I want to, for the end of this episode, because it's probably dragging on a little bit now, and even if it is the first episode, we don't want it to be too long, we want to build the mob spawner in here, I think. So, I'm thinking marble. Can't decide. What do the marble bricks look like? We want it to be kind of factory-like looking. I don't know. I like the marble bricks in the Sphax texture pack, but I'm not sure how much I like them. Oh, in vanilla. I'm not actually going to build a thing like this, of course. I can have my turtle do it, but I just don't know. It's these grey lines that they're too dark, I think. I could always edit them, but it's not really worth. What I really do with is some basalt, but I don't have any volcanoes or know where any are, so could use red rock. Basically, what I want is either, I've not decided exactly where it is, going to be either here-ish, or over here, underneath this sort of curve. There's going to be a pillar running from the top to the bottom here, and that's going to have, it's going to be an 8x8 space inside it, going up, and that I will be able to stack mob spawners in just the right central position, because the only place that will stop them spawning is in that one row, and that's not really an issue, because normally if they spawn in that row, they get stuck on top of the mob spawner anyway, so I'd rather they didn't do that. It's faster that way. And then, so I'll use that for the top, and then I'll have them all fall down to about 6 blocks beneath the bottom mob spawner, where there'll be a water stream to collect them all, so that it's not interfering with the spawns in any of the others, and then we can pipe them out to somewhere else where we'll have a fighting attack turtle? I'm not sure. A turtle with a sword, kill them, because turtles with swords killing them gives us XP, or we can kill them manually ourselves, because if we want to collect soul shards kind of thing. At the moment, though, that's not too much of an issue. So yeah, I'm thinking about here, because what we want to do here, for this base, we kind of want it hanging off the top, and going in like this, the actual building, or the complex. But I kind of want this either connected or separate. That's a very vague assertion. I kind of want this, I think, connected, sort of like half in. So 3 corners of it are out and another's in. And I might make it a bit more circular afterwards, but the functional part of it is going to be just a rectangle running, or a square prism. 109 fur logs. I've got some more than that as well. So I suppose I've got quite a lot of ore now, because I've not been using anything, because I've not got a macerator set up yet. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to move these mob spawners for the moment, because I don't want the turtle to accidentally excavate them, so if I stick them, like, up here, that's very light, so if I do that now. Alright. At first I thought you had to, keep hold of G while you were moving stuff, but you don't. You just have to tap G once, and then tap it again to drop them. And luckily, the spawners don't spawn stuff while they're in transit, because that would be pretty disastrous. Yeah, I'll just stick it there. There we go. Oh! There is somewhere down here. Of course! Okay. Let's rectify that. And I'll just cover this up with marble for the moment, then. So, I don't know what to build it out of. Maybe this red brick? I'll have a think and... Actually, we can set the turtle up to excavate first, anyway, because that's going to be a completely separate thing. So, let's get the turtle out. I had a bit of trouble with this excavate function before I started using it now. I had to edit it up a bit, because I changed it for usability for other people. I changed all of my R's, where I was using R's for position vectors, into pos, because that's more intuitive, but only inside one program, and Lua does weird stuff with tables. It was referencing and moving all over the spot. Anyway, where do we want it? Kind of like, that's more than 4 from the edge, probably about here-ish. Right, so if we stick the turtle down now and get... Oh. Fuel level is 4,437. That should do, because it had a whole stack of coal before pretty much, didn't it? So, let's set it. If we go into Lua... by the way, this is just Jack from over there, because we've got enough wood to do us for a moment. We want sbuild dot... Oh, and for people who say this is cheating, importing APIs, I don't really care. The computer craft interface is so terrible for writing programs in. So yeah, I'm just not going to bother. So, if we dig down, say, 2 blocks from here, to make it level, and because we want our tunneling to be underground, and then up, I'm not entirely sure how tall this is. Oh, whoops. I should really learn how far the distance is, reach distance, let's see. So that's 5, 13, plus another couple. So, up 15. That seems reasonable. Down 2 and up 15. Because we need to know how we're doing this. And it needs to be 8 by 8, so we'll give it +3 and -4. Yeah, that should work. So, I just keep hearing stuff. It's the sheep. I'm scared of sheep.excavate. This is completely different from the vanilla excavate function, but that's what it does. And so we want to go 3 in the x direction. Oh, sorry, -3. So x is in front of you. X is in front of the turtle if you don't give it a coordinate at the moment. Then we're using Minecraft's really awkward coordinate system, so y is the vertical direction. We want it to go 2 down. And then z is... oh, actually, so that x is in front, isn't it? So this is one corner. It doesn't matter if you actually put them in the corners. And z, we do want it to go -3, so that's 3 to the left. And then for the second corner, you just give it 2 corners and it excavates everything between those fairly slowly. We wanted to go 4 back, so -4. 15 up. And 4 to the right. So that's that. And we're not going to give it anything else, so it'll just do that, hopefully. Preparing to excavate 1,152 blocks. And if you notice there, it hit me out of the way, which is pretty neat. I like that. And yeah, it works on a tunnel program that I've written. That might not be enough. Oh no, it doesn't look too bad. So the tunnel program makes it sort of strafe backwards and forwards, checking that there's nothing in the area. And obviously tunnels are only one way wide for it, so it basically checks slices. So it'll come all the way back to the bottom, and then it'll do it for the next one. If we watch it, it's getting to the interesting part now. I'll just come over and get rid of this marble stuff here. Oh, there's something... oh, there we go. You can see it start to work in the corner of our vision. There's something that's been very missing from my channel recently. I noticed half of the channel's gone. So, with me today, I have Old Peculiar from Theakston. Theakston? Is that the place? Harrogate. Right, there you go. And if we see the turtle has moved over there. Yes, we were lacking beer, so I've got beer now. As you need. Sorry. Peculiarities. But yeah, this is just going to continue mining out, and it should give us an 8 by 8 hole from down there to up there where it's done at the top. And it doesn't particularly matter that it's not dug into the top, because we're only facing the thing, aren't we? Probably not going to put a top and a bottom on it. Actually, it might be sensible to. Right, just also if you see here, when it's doing this tunnel thing, it takes out 2 at a time, which is pretty neat. I don't know. There's not really a lot to say about this. I think I'll just let it run. Yeah. Okay, see you in a little while, and I'll have a think about materials.